Hi guys, welcome to Watkins Way. Today we're going to make a bruschetta. We got all of our fresh ingredients right here. It's perfect for summer and it's going to be so good. All right, let's get started. So what we're going to do is our ingredients is going to be tomatoes. I got a sweet onion here. I got some basil. We're going to, not marinate it, but we're going to add olive oil and red wine vinegar to it. And we're going to toast a baguette. And then what we do when we've got our finished product, we'll spoon the bruschetta onto the baguette. And so let's get started. So what I got to do is take the skin off the tomatoes. So I'm going to cut here with a serrated knife. And we're going to put this in boiling water. And just watch it for a minute or two, and that it's going to bring the skin where we can peel it real easy. So I got that. And I got our water boiling right here. It's only going to take about a minute. And then we're going to cut up an onion. And we don't need to have it real small pieces. And I want to just check on my tomatoes. I think they're ready. Take our tomatoes out. Can you see how the skin is right here? How it's getting ready to come off. Let me show you just in a second. All right. See how the skin is going to come off like that? So what I want to do, that's still cooking right now and I don't want it to get mushy on me. So I'm going to dump it in my ice water and we'll just let it cool down for a minute. And while that's cooling down, we're going to add this to here. We're going to, well, it smells good. All the flavor coming off that basil there. All right, just take our tomatoes out. This is cold. This has been in ice water and it's cold. So look how the skin comes off. Skin just peels right off of there. Don't forget to comment if you got any other ways that you guys do it. Let me know. This is the way I do it. It's the Watkins way. And then we got to do our other tomatoes. I'm going to do today 3 tomatoes. I'm going to do half of a sweet onion. As you see, a bunch of parsley there. And that's going to be enough. I got the baguette already cut up over here. And what we're going to do with that baguette is we're going to brush it with some olive oil, and I got a little garlic salt that we're going to add to it. This ice water does, I mean, it cools it down just in seconds. That way, if you don't do that, the tomato's going to get really mushy. It's going to just keep cooking because it's been in that boiling water for about a minute. Get this all cut up, and we're going to put in our red wine vinegar and our olive oil. I'm going to use a different olive oil today. I'm going to show you what it is in a second. All right, so we got all our ingredients here. I'm going to take and add red wine vinegar. And I'm going to use this from the Temecula Olive Oil Company. It's a fresh basil olive oil, and that's just going to bring out the basil that we have in here. So what we're going to do is drizzle a little bit on top of there. And then I'm going to need some sea salt. Salt's important, so I'm going to put that in. So we're just going to mix all this up. When we get it mixed up, we're going to put it in the refrigerator. I don't know, 30, 40 minutes, just cool it down. And while that's in the refrigerator, cooling down, we're going to make our baguette. So we'll put a little olive oil on here and just brush these things. This is going to be so good. And then our cocktails, we're going to call it our Classic Cocktails. And every drink that we make for the next several shows is going to be a drink that I made when I was a bartender about 50 years ago, if you can believe that. But you know, there's a lot. There's sidecars, there's stingers, there's brandy Alexanders, there's pink squirrels, grasshoppers, all kinds of insects. So we're going to be doing that, and it's going to be our classic cocktails, and that's going to be throughout the summer. Okay, let's check our baguette. I put it under the broiler for about 2 minutes, and this is done. Look how good this looks. So that 2 minutes under the broiler, that's our baguette. We brushed it with olive oil. We got a little sea salt on there. Now, here comes the good part. We got our bruschetta in here. And when you serve this, you got people over, put it on a plate like this, and just move it around so it looks good. Your presentation, you can do this, even if you don't cook, you can do this. You know, sometimes people say, well, you know, he can't boil water. Well, if you're doing this, you can watch this, and you can make this, and impress some of your friends. Take one of these, got a little onion, I got the tomato in there, I got the basil. This is how you eat it. It's amazing. It really is good. All right, now that we've done and we got this going here, so don't go away. We're gonna make a classic cocktail from about 50 years ago. Stay with us. All right, well, let's get to that drink. Today we're gonna make a sidecar, and the ingredients is cognac, orange liqueur, and lemon. So we're gonna do about 2 ounces of cognac, 3/4 ounce of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice, and 3/4 ounce of orange liqueur. In France, they probably use Cointreau, but I didn't have any of that, so I'm just gonna use a regular orange liqueur that I had at my bar here. So let me tell you a little story about the sidecar. It originated in Paris at one of their more famous bars around 1930. And it was named, I guess the US Army used a lot of motorcycles during the war that had the sidecar. Remember seeing movies about that where the sidecar is on the side of the motorcycle? So this bartender, he invented this drink and he named it the sidecar. So let's get started. What I'm gonna do is put some ice in my shaker. And then I'm gonna need 2 ounces of cognac. And this is, whoop, get back there, trying to get away from me there. So we're gonna do 2 ounces of cognac. We're gonna drink it, so I'm gonna drink it, so I'm gonna do it a little bit more, just cause like Watkins way. Then I'm gonna do a little bit of orange liqueur. And we're gonna do some fresh lemon juice. Let me squeeze that in there. About 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lemon juice. And these are pretty juicy. I think they're Myers lemons, and they're real juicy. So we're gonna do that. Yeah. All right, that looks pretty good. Now, let's shake it up. Let's get shaking here. This, all the way around. I don't want sugar on the inside, I want it on the outside. So yeah, I figured this sidecar was probably made 100 years ago, right after World War I. All right, do another shake on that. And you can serve this on the rocks or straight up. Today I'm gonna make it straight up, so here we go. All right, I should probably get a job as a bartender. Perfect. All right, here's our sidecar. A little bit of sugar on the outside. So good, so good. Thanks for watching. Any comments would be appreciated, and please subscribe.